So we're looking at this one today. We've looked at this before. Just want to do a light rub, just to see if we can get a bit more out of it. Particularly interested in this area here because it's showing some yellows and reds. If we just zoom in a notch. Certain angle. I don't know if it's picking up, but there you go. There's some oranges and reds on that side. So I'm just seeing, and you see that green goes yellow in there. I'm just kind of curious on that. So we're going to go on the light wheel. It just doesn't cut on, sometimes it does. And let's get some water going first. I'm particularly interested in that area. And look at that. That's pretty amazing. So bright. That red there. Reddy gold. It's looking fantastic. Bit too much water. Now also, I've always been keen on that bit at the top here with that just super bright, look at that colour. I've always been keen on it. So what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to stop the machinery for a second and I'm going to use the Dremel. Because I want to see if that colour comes through on the top, and it's starting to, but I'm going to use the Dremel just so we don't lose that colour on the side there. So I'm just going to do almost holes with the Dremel, just to see, because it'd be a shame to lose it off the top. I might see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see a bit better. So that's that banging colour, really banging. And it appears there, actually, you see that orange there, that comes through from that side there. So the tactic is we're going to just touch gently and just see if any colour comes out on the top. Now, this looks like it's shaking a lot, but it's not really. I think it's optical because we've zoomed in a lot, but I think it's okay. Any experts on rotary hand tools can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm also getting a second line here just underneath, which is quite cool to see. It's also quite bright, so there might be a second chance maybe. Okay, now we're going to stop and we get some water on this and take a look. I really need my glasses to see this properly. Let's just wash it. I'm going to use the water from here because it's to hand. So what's happened? Well, can see in the corner there is blue, which is that blue there, which is interesting. Just in that corner there, there's a little bit poking through there. Oh, we actually do have some colour, not a huge amount. Right, I might go on the wheels now and see if I can touch up that other side. Note that this does go down in this corner here, and there's quite a lot of colour showing on this side. If we zoom in there, you can see there's some nice colours on that end, but we're particularly interested in the other end to see if we can start getting a bit more colour. So let's go on the wheels, and we're trying to get it from the other end. Really keen not to lose too much colour, super keen not to, so hopefully we don't, but curious what we're getting on the tip of this side. Look and see if we can deduce if there's colour on this side as well. So we're looking at this side, and of course there's beautiful colour at the top there. Now deducing if there's colour this side, and it looks like there is, but we're gonna just check. Whoopsies. Where were we? We were looking on this side, and it looks to me that the colour bends, a sort of arc. There's some at the top, mini blue. Alright, let's go in, as they say. Oh, we've got some really nice stuff in the middle there. Left now, it's pretty good. That's looking really nice in the middle to the side. Look at that. There's that flagstone. There's a number of different colours actually. Blue, yellow, red. There's a few different spots there. That's absolutely beautiful. Got a few spots here where this is a bit directional, a bit annoying. You can't complain with that plain colour. Look at that. 3 or 4 different colours there. Still not that line, but hopefully we get a bit from that line. The thing that's difficult with this stone, I'm trying to show you guys, is, let me see if I can show you with the drone. This is quite pointy. The lines don't go straight. That one does a little bit, but it also curves down this way. So there's a risk that the colour's going to disappear from here. It seems to be okay on this side there, as I've seen before. There's colour on the tip here as it goes down. But how much is going to be on the top? Don't know. Let's do a bit more on the top, and then we're going to take some more around the sides. Didn't want this to be too long a video. that in a minute. I'm going to go around a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go on this area, which we haven't done much of. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn off the water. Do a bit more on the top. And then I'm going to turn off the water and turn this off. And we're going to have a quick look at where we've landed. So this is originally the side that had no colour, and certainly has colour, isn't it? Quite a striated pattern, but still cool, I think. Look at that one at the top. Quite nice. This side looks nice as well. This is the side I was investigating. As you can see, it doesn't go at the top there. This line does not go straight, it goes down, which could have implications. Still some really nice colour. And then we've got here, and oh, that plant, that colour at the top there, just stunning. But showing more colour, and there's actually an interesting line in the middle here, which looks like a crack, but a crack that's got opal in it. Lovely. I haven't seen that before. And of course, we've been working on the top. Oh, look at that, folks. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It is starting to open up here on the top. And we had the corner. Is it still there? Yeah, there's the corner, which goes reddy blue. Super directional. But look at that, even in the dark, it's kind of shining a little bit. Quite cool. And the middle goes, it's just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So that could be nice. So there we go, I'm happy with this at the moment. We'll work on this a bit more. So that red there, that's just to the right of the stone, does link up, I think, with that line. Maybe it's just ahead of the line. Quite hard to tell. Yeah, you see there? It's like an orangey red. See that? Orangey red. And then we go over. And we get a kind of orangey reddy green. Depending on the angle. There we go. There's the orangey reddy green. And there's the orangey red. I mean, it goes so many different colours, to be honest. It's pretty mad. It's lovely though. I love working on this one. Nice little rubbing session. We will get further into this. At some point we'll be making decisions on, obviously if this colour on top materialises to be a lot better than this, then we may decide to cut this into its own stone, potentially chop it off. But obviously there's quite a bit of cool striated patterns throughout, so we may, in a later video, take a slice off one of the angles here. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in an upcoming video with this opal. Take care, bye.